is how running will unf your life. I think I lost them for a second, but I don't have very long. Now, you may be wondering, who is this guy and what makes him an expert on the subject? My name is Andrew Tazi, and I've been in fitness in some form or another for the last 15 years. I've been running for over a decade and a half at this point. And then when it comes on the other subject of this video, or f***ing your life up, I just so happen to be a subject matter expert on that as well. Like many young men, when I was younger, I found pretty much every way to tangle your life up, anywhere from being arrested 2 times before I was out of middle school, being a troubled child, ruining relationships, abusing certain prescription. I just so happen to understand what it takes to get your life all tangled up. And then today, I'm somebody who has started a small business, works for a medical device company where I'm in sales. All of this not to say that I have life figured out, but it is to say I have figured out a way to unf my life. And now I have goals and plans and aspirations of using YouTube to start a small business, to chase after certain goals, like starting an online business through cultivating an online audience, working with them to help solve problems that they have. Right now, today, I am in week 3 of 18 weeks of training for my first marathon. I work a regular 9-to-5 job for a medical device company. I'm in sales, and I don't have everything figured out, and I'm not exactly where I want to be, but I am on the right track. And I know this because I'm treating the people around me the right way. I have goals for myself. I understand what my priorities are. I've built discipline and structure in my life. Most of that can be drawn back to the origins of when I first started to run and when I first started to have fitness in my life. Stick around. I want to talk about the 4 ways that running can unfuck your life. This is gonna be a really fun video, and I'm excited to get started here. We're gonna start the video off with a 4-mile easy run through downtown Columbus. As you can see, beautiful morning here, and I am super excited to take you along with me for this run. So let's get after it, baby. Let's go. The first way that running can untangle your life is it teaches you how to be confident. And at the end of the day, that is really all that fitness is putting yourself in putting your body into difficult situations and teaching yourself how to get out of it. And each time that you get out of it, not only does your body get stronger, but your mind does too. And your mind is where you build your confidence. Each time that you endure through a difficult run, where you feel like a run is gonna be really difficult, but then you end up coming out on the other end stronger, that's how you build confidence. Consistently overcoming difficult challenges over extended periods of time. And then once you overcome those challenges and you build confidence, that confidence stays with you. It doesn't just disappear when the run is over. it carries with you to your relationships, your professional life, every other aspect of your life. That confidence stays with you. All right, so that is a wrap on this morning's 4-mile easy run. If you're ever interested in getting new workouts sent to you, I post daily on YouTube. I post a YouTube short daily with the full description of the workout. So you can always adjust it if you need to go faster or if you need to go slower or if you need to go further or shorter. But I feel like it's always nice to have kind of like an outline for what your workouts are going to look like, and it's a good way to just keep things fresh by getting workouts from somebody else. So if you're interested in following that along, hit the subscribe button and you can get daily updates on all of my workouts. So I post them early in the morning so you have a workout for your day. Oh, feel great. Morning run is in the books. And I'm ready to get after the rest of my day. That workout was at a zone 2 pace. So for anybody unaware, that's a pace where you can basically hold a conversation with somebody if they were with you. If you're on your run, you don't want to push it too hard because these short, easy runs are really just to build your aerobic base. I'm training for the marathon in Columbus in October. Getting a lot of easy miles in is really important. You actually end up spending about 80% of your time running during training in this zone 2 area, on these easy runs. Tell you what, I did not get a great night's sleep last night, so this run was a little challenging. Showed up at the end of the day, like that's the most important part. You know, this is gonna be an 18-week training period, and this is my first time ever doing this. I'm not used to it. It's going to require a high amount of discipline on my end. I know that I'm able to do it, and I'm excited to show you all what it's going to be like. Running requires a ton of discipline, and it requires you to show up for yourself every single day, even on days when you don't want to. These are skills that stay with you. Again, just like confidence, your discipline stays with you. Especially for somebody at a young age. When I first started fitness and running. All right. It just gives you something to chase after, like literally to chase after. It requires you to build a plan and create structure, have discipline. It shows you that if you do all of those things, then all of your goals are achievable. There's not many ways in life right now, I know for myself, where these types of lessons are available to be learned, you know, outside of fitness. Learning these skills at a really young age, especially in my 20s when I really managed to kind of tangle my life up pretty in a pretty good knot. Running and fitness was basically the one thing that was consistent throughout that entire period. All of this to say, running teaches you discipline. It helps you build structure toward a goal that you have set in your mind that you want to achieve. And that might be running a marathon. It might be just going to the gym for the first time or going for your first run. It doesn't really matter where you're at on your fitness journey. You're going to learn all of these different lessons once you get started, once you get into the mix. For anybody out there that is maybe struggling with some type of feeling like you don't have a ton of meaning or purpose in your life, my number one piece of advice, if you're not already doing it, is to just build some type of fitness structure, fitness routine, fitness schedule for yourself.
because the skills that you learn throughout that process, they translate into so many different areas of your life. They touch every single aspect of your life. So I'm gonna get the rest of my day started. When I reflect on periods of my life where I had the least amount of purpose, the least amount of meaning, the least amount of confidence, etc., any trait that you would want somebody to have and develop throughout their, early 20s and mid 20s and late 20s. When I think about the moments when those traits were worn down the most of it is drawn back to the periods of time when I was getting the worst sleep. This bad sleep was caused from terrible habits that I had. Taking prescription stimulants, staying out till 3 a.m. at the bars, drinking a ton of alcohol. All of this leading to me getting to bed super late, sleeping in super late, nights where I'm laying in bed and I'm anxiously tossing and turning. Running, basically, if you can adopt running into your life, it will instantly improve your sleep. It's been studied endlessly. We all know at this point how important sleep is. The moment that I got rid of all of those other things that were causing me to get poor sleep and just gave myself the ability or the chance to improve my sleep, every other aspect of my life improved. My mood got better, my motivation was better, all of this leading to me developing new goals and building a strategy for coming up with ways to accomplish those goals. All of that came back to sleep. And running has been directly correlated with improving your quality of sleep. If there's any type of advice that I could give somebody that is going through a period of time where they aren't feeling a lot of purpose and they're not feeling a lot of meaning, I would first start with questions centered around what does your sleep schedule look like? And then I would move on to what does your fitness schedule look like? If you could find ways to fix those two things and get those two in check and dial those in, the solution is normally pretty simple, but when you're going through those moments, you just can't see it or you don't want to see it. I don't know which one it is, but you're blind to kind of like how simple of a solution it really could be. If you stuck around this long in the video, thank you so much for being here. This is an interesting topic, just trying to find ways to get your life back on track. And I'm very interested in it right now because I've just listened to so many podcasts, whether it was The Diary of the CEO or Modern Wisdom, where they talk about how this whole generation, this young generation, is going through a period of just like extreme change with technology developing at the rate that it is and AI creating uncertainty in the world. I've been there myself. It's very difficult to find ways to get out of it. Fitness has always been one of those solutions for me. When I go through those periods of time and I stay consistent with my fitness and I get good sleep, it's amazing the impact that can have on helping you dig yourself out of these holes. This is a topic to me that is really important and I feel very passionate about. If you've made it around this long, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you sticking around. I know This was kind of a longer video. It's an important topic. If you want to see more of this type of content, running, searching my life for areas of passion and meaning, maybe you're somebody that's going through a similar struggle yourself and you're trying to devise different ways to come up with solutions for it. Make sure to hit the like and the subscribe button down below. I will see you on the next video. Thank you so much for being here.